GB News halted for major, breaking news, update after Keir Starmer incident. GB News was interrupted for a major update after the police investigated suspicious fires at two of his properties. GB News breakfast program was halted for a major update following the arson attack at Prime Minister Keir Starmer's properties in London. Presenters Eamonn, Holmes and Ellie Costello were discussing the government's new immigration plans with their guest Fraser Myers when the conversation was interrupted. Eammon announced, "There's just breaking news coming in, there has been an arrest in regards to those Keir Starmer house attacks. A 21-year-old man has been arrested in the early hours of this morning, this is in suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life." Ellie added, "He remains in custody, the arrest does relate to those three incidents that are linked to Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer." Addressing Fraser, Ellie stated, "This is hugely concerning when it comes to MPs' safety. We can have disagreements with politicians, but we should absolutely never go near their homes, their private lives, and certainly we should never resort to anything remotely violent." He added, "I think that this is very chilling. It's worrying that politicians may have to fear returning to their own homes if this is a start of a pattern. But this is a very, very worrying development." Discussing the close and personal contact the members of Parliament have with the public, Fraser continued, "It's one of the really great things about Britain, that you can shake hands with your MP, you can go and visit them at a surgery, they're not surrounded by armed guards. If we lose that, for whether it's threats, protests or things like that, is a really, really bad development for democracy." This comes after emergency services were called to fires at the doors of two homes in North London within 24 hours of each other, one just after 1:35 a.m. on Monday in Kentish Town and the other on Sunday in Islington, with both properties linked to the Prime Minister. Starmer is understood to still own the home, which was damaged on Monday. He used to live there before he and his family moved into 10 Downing Street after Labour won last year's general election. It is believed the property is being rented out. Eamonn, Holmes rushed to hospital after bathroom fall amid ongoing health struggles. TV presenter Eamonn Holmes has been taken to hospital after suffering a fall at home. The 65-year-old broadcaster, best known for his time hosting This Morning, shared the news on social media, posting a photo taken from inside an ambulance. "An unexpected journey this morning," Holmes wrote in his post. "Bit of a fall on the bathroom floor. Gosh, it hurts. Thank you, ambulance crew." Holmes, who now fronts a breakfast program on GB News, has faced several health challenges in recent years. He previously underwent spinal surgery and a double hip replacement, and has spoken openly about mobility issues that have left him reliant on a scooter and daily support from carers. The fall comes during what Holmes has described as a tough year, both physically and personally. He and his wife, fellow presenter Ruth Langsford, announced their separation in 2024 after 14 years of marriage and nearly 3 decades together. Speaking about his condition in The Sun, Holmes said, "I have been basically disabled for a year and a half or so, and I have to have a carer to do the smallest, simplest things, and it's humiliating and humbling, but thank goodness that carers are available." Holmes and Langsford first began dating in 1996. He and Gabrielle, with whom he shares 3 children, separated in 1994. After 6 years together, Holmes and Langsford had a son, and in 2010, they tied the knot in a ceremony at Elvetham Hall in Hampshire. The couple went on to co-host several shows including Gift Wrapped, How the Other Half Lives, and Do the Right Thing with Eamonn and Ruth. Despite their split, the pair are said to be determined to stay friends and keep things amicable. Holmes is now reported to be in a new relationship with Katie Alexander. There has been no update yet on his current condition following the fall. Register now for one of the Standard's newsletters. From a daily news briefing to homes and property insights, plus lifestyle, going out, offers and more. For the best stories in your inbox, click here.